Hey guys, today I will be commenting on a challenge that I did. I wanted to test how hard it was to complete Ascension 10 on Ironclad, but at the same time defeat the three elites in each map or each act, which is, to be honest, not easy as it looks. Sometimes you have to take dangerous path if you want to take the three elites. You have to sometimes face two in a row without resting, so that actually makes it hard. And on top of that, you need to have like an answer in your deck for all of them. And in this case, we're at the docks, so that means that we need to build like a defense kind of deck for the Skulking Colony and the Waterfall Giant at the end. And we also need to have like an AoE card for the Phantasmal Gardeners. And we also need to have big single target damage for the Terror Eel. So this is basically what I'm trying to build. And right here I took the All because this is basically my answer to the Phantasmal Gardeners. Like, I don't really need to take another AoE card in this act. That's pretty much all I need. And based on the relics that I got at the beginning, I want to see the most red size as possible. My game plan is to get to Act 3 with as much max HP as possible. So right here, we get the Stampede because it goes really well against the Skulking Colony and the Waterfall Giant. If I manage to activate it, I can just focus on defense while Stampede does the damage by itself. And right here, I took Tremble and Molten Fist because those will be my answers for the Terror Eel. More single target damage. And as of right now, we have like a basic answer to all the elites in this act, so we should be fine. And hopefully nothing goes wrong. So right here, I think I could have saved some HP in the fish. I took the Infernal Blade. We don't really need two Stampedes on the deck. I hate seeing these guys early on. Like, they hit for 16 and then they hit for 14 and they take your money on top of that. And they apply weak, so it's really hard. Like, when I see this guy early, I never get my money back. So as usual, this guy is taking my money, so I think I could have just killed with Monster Field and a Strike, but I was just focused on defense that I didn't notice. We grab Energy Generation and we're going to our first elite. So we have the Terror Eel, and the reason that I use two potions right away is because I didn't grab the vulnerability cards in the first turn. So this will make it pretty much harder. So I need as much help as possible. So this is why I just use the two potions, so I can just survive for the next turns. Okay, so we managed to activate the Stampede, and we use Molten Fist so we can guarantee the bash on the Stampede. And it's crazy that I'm on 6 HP right now. It's just crazy how many times I was close to failing this run. We managed to grab the Thorns Relic, which is huge for the Act 2, since there are multiple enemies, and also the Phantasmal Gatherers right here in the next elite. So we face the Skulking Colony, and unfortunately we don't have any defense cards. Our defense basically is to get a Stampede and just use defense cards. And I use the potion so I can just guarantee the 15 damage every turn and try to kill him as soon as possible because I don't really have any defense cards. This is one of the hardest bosses for Ironclad because you can't really hunt him down. You have to wait and wait. And we're back to 7 HP. But it's fine, we survived. We got a blood potion, so I will save that for emergencies. And this path is really good because we see 2 resting sites before the last elite. And the last elite is not as dangerous as the previous ones. We already have some answers for them. We have Inferno and we have the Howl. So right here, there's a defense card, but nope. We, as a Ironclad, you need to grab like Energy Brilliant and draw cards. That's what you want. This is what I grab Battle Trance. Right here, I could have just play Inferno and get some defense, but I just went for the Howl. It is what it is. I just kill next turn. Right here, we wrap on Relenting. Like, Stone Armor is not good for the final boss. Like, you want defense at the end, not at the beginning. So, unfortunately, we did not grab any of the 3 engines we grabbed for this boss. So, we just play as usual and let the Thorn do the work right now. Try to do damage as even as possible for when we grab the Howl. So, I use Battle Trance, hoping for the Howl. We did not grab them, so we just activate Stampede. And GG's. We got the Bludgeon because it goes really well with our current deck. We have a Stampede, and we need more damage for the giant. Not the cards that I wanna see. I wanted to activate a Stampede as soon as possible. Right here I'm upgrading the Strike because Molten Strike is getting exhausted anyway, so doesn't matter. We managed to activate a Stampede, so right now we can just focus on defense cards if we get them and let the Stampede do the work. We activate Inferno, so that's pretty much it. We just let them do the damage. We managed to get a weak potion on the previous fight, which is big because it applies to the bomb at the end, which is crazy. Of course, we don't grab any defense cards, but it's okay. We have weak and health, but right here, weak is better because we are getting healed in Act 2 anyway, so we save the health potion for emergencies in Act 2. And in this deck, like Cascade is just the best card to get because we have big energy cards. We have Stampede, we have Bludgeon. This is just the best card, and right here, Luminous is the best card as well because we can make bigger Cascade plays. So right now I'm looking for the path that has like rests between elites. And also, ideally, there's a merchant on the way. So this is a path that has like meets all those conditions. No point in using Cascade, we get our card back, and we just get more generation for bigger Cascade plays. So we got the Roaches, so Inferno and the damage Reflect will do the work. So right here I use Luminous just to do more damage right now. Cascade will not win us this game. I applied damage just in case I grab the Howl. I didn't though, but it's okay. We just kill and move on. Okay, so right here there are not really any good white cards. So and we already have an Inferno, we already have an Armaments, we already have an Relenting. So our best play is to get the energy regeneration and the Red Skull. And the Relic on the middle that makes then normal enemies drop additional card is not really worth it because we are facing elites mostly. So we go for the 5 cards and try to get more cards that go with this deck. So Ashen Strikes definitely goes with this deck because we have many exhaust cards. Right here, we just remove the defense, of course. It will play better with Cascade. Right here, we do the usual. We focus the red little guy, then we focus the white little guy, and then we focus the big guy. Right there, I use Luminous just to save me some damage for the future elites. Like, my biggest concern right here was the Centipede, because we don't really have many AoE cards. We only have the Howl, so I'm trying to save as much HP as possible. I get the Stampede, which is fine. So now we use wait 2 turns and kill. Unfortunately, I lost 18 HP this turn. It's whatever, we just kill. So right here I have a health potion that I want to save in emergencies, and I want to have an energy potion that I want to use for a big cascade plate. For the Centipede, ideally. So we found the infected prison first. So basically your win condition is to just stall until we have a big cascade plate. So we get cascade. So I'm trying to get draws and try to get more generation. So we get the 6 free block because it's the same for cascade. Apply vulnerability in case we draw some attack cards, which we do. And we managed to get exhaust. And we managed to exhaust many cards on the way. So we just need to grab the last Ashen Strike and it's over. And we do, so GG's. I do not take the XP potion because I need these 2 cards. So right here, we already have a generation, so we just went with the true gift because we can just exhaust a card that we don't need to and get more damage for the Ashen Strikes. Okay, so we found the Entomancer for the second elite, and we have basically useless cards. The only really engine that we have is Inferno. So what I'm doing right now is just activate Inferno and exhaust some cards and prepare for the Ashen Strikes that are coming. Use Molten first so we can exhaust it and add more damage to Ashen Strikes. We do not grab Cascade, which is unfortunate, so we just focus on defense and wait another turn. And we managed to get a big Cascade. And it's GG's. We just have the Centipede left. So right here I was debating because the Beetlejuice is really good against the Centipede or the final boss, but I wanted to save the red potion for emergencies and the energy potion for a big cascade play, so I was debating if I wanted to take it. So I ended up taking it just in case I was in danger. Okay, so right here I use Luminous to do as much damage as possible because I don't really want to use Cascade against this guy, because if we draw too many attacks, we use drain so much damage. We take so much damage. So ideally, I use damage as possible in turn 1 so we can try to kill in turn 2. And thankfully we do. Like, we could use a 5 energy Cascade, but it's not worth it. We can just kill and take like 3 damage. It's fine. And we are in a pretty good shape for the Centipede, even though we don't have AoE cards, we will see what we can do. So I didn't grab Cascade or Inferno or Stampede, so what I'm doing is basically splitting the damage out of them, like preparing for the Howl that is coming in the future. So we grab Cascade, so we take the free 6 block, and we do the big energy Cascade. Unfortunately, we do not grab we do not do good cards. So right here we just exhaust the strike because we want to apply vulnerability on the last part and be ready for the Howl that is coming on the next 2 turns. Like Howl right here does just kill them and we move on. And right here I did a misplace. Like I forgot Howl was coming in the last turn, so I could have used the bludgeon to kill the part in the middle and save myself from 16 damage, and then in the next turn I guarantee the kill with Howl. But I just forgot about that and I just tried to play defense. But it is what it is, like we didn't lose many HP. So we're in a pretty good spot. And we get the power potion, which is big, and we grab Pommel Strike for more drawing. So right here, the usual, we just take the red little guy, and then the other 2 is whatever. I could have used the potion first, but I didn't make the mat for the red skull. I could have saved myself from 3 HP. Right here, I don't have the damage to kill one of them, so I just go for the Cascade. Forgotten Ritual goes crazy with the deck because I'm able to make bigger cascades, which is basically my win condition right now. Okay, we got the power. Right now, Demon Form and Cruelty are the choices, but I think Demon Form is the play right here because we can just play safe for like a few turns and then we just go on the aggressive on like turn number 4 and 3, number 4 and 5 and above. And we just kill. We go for the Cascade, do some damage, try to activate Centipede. I mean, to try to activate Stampede, my bad. We didn't activate it, so we just apply vulnerability and move on. So right here we just exhaust cards, so we can have best damage on our Ashen Strikes. Basically, we activate Inferno, and basically all our engines are running right now. We have Demon Form, we have Stampede, we have Inferno, so all we need to do is wait. So activate the Vital Potion because I just wanted to play it a little more safe. I don't think I really needed to activate it. And right here, Demon Form. I don't usually take it in first act or act number 2, but right here is okay to take it because we wanna trigger it with Cascade, or if we die it on the first turn, we can just start snowballing. And right here, I was debating, like I was debating between Corruption and getting 3 relics. So I check all my skills, and at the end I went for the 3 relics. And the reason I didn't go for Corruption is because like I want to have my drawing cards and energy regeneration cards for the second redraw of my deck. Like I don't really want to get rid of them. I know it's bigger for Ashen Strikes, but I just want to have them for second Cascade Plates because the bosses right here have pretty big HP, so you don't really kill them that quick. And right now I'm looking for a path that has 3 elites first, of course. So on the left we have 1 path, but we don't have a merchant on the way. So ideally I want to see a merchant on the path. So the only path is on the middle that we see a merchant, but unfortunately we have to face 2 elites in a row without seeing a red side. So that I think is the tough part of this path. But we just go for it. Right here we just activate demon form and we just check who scales better. We took 11 damage, not that bad. Could have been better. None of these cards are useful. So right here in this merchant, the cards on the top are not useful at all. We already have them, so we don't really need them. And the relics, we don't really need the potion. So right here, the white card, will be pretty big for the elites coming. So we can just remove a card and upgrade two attacks, and hopefully we get the Ashen Strikes. That's what I was hoping for. Either the Ashen Strikes or the Bludgeon. We didn't get them, but it's fine. Like Howl is also fine. It will be good for the Queen at the end. And these guys is also good. Colossus is a card that you definitely want to have in Act 3. Like this card will save you many times. That you really want to have one. Okay, so the first elite is the hardest one actually for the Ironclad because of the artifact. Like the plan for the Ironclad is to apply vulnerability and just big damage, hunt them down. But the Mechanite just have 3 artifacts, so it's pretty rough. So right now, right here, I could have went for the Stampede, but I went for the Infernal Blade because I wanted to try to get like another vulnerability or weak card. I didn't get it, but it's fine. I wanted to remove that last artifact. So right here, we just remove the last artifact and Bludgeon. There is nothing really we can do. We can just stall and get more stacks from the demon form. Finally, we apply vulnerability. I could have went for defense or damage, but I decided to go for damage because I wanted to kill like before the second big attack. Like I know for sure that I'm not killing in the next turn, but I want to make sure that I kill before the second big attack because the second will hit for 50 or more, so that will be pretty bad for the next fights. And we just have the damage to kill. And GG's, 2 elites left. So right here, I could have gone for the relic, but I decided to go for the cards because number one, there are cards that will be big if I upgrade them. Like Ashen Strikes will be big, and also if I manage to upgrade Cascade, it will also be big. So I just went for the cards. Also, like my deck relies on setting up Demon Form and Cascade, so it is not guaranteed that I have much damage early on. So I managed to upgrade Cascade, which is pretty big. And right now we are in a tough situation because for these guys, I don't really have AoE attacks, so I use the power because I know it's gonna get bad. So again, the 2 options right here are Vicious or Rupture, where I just go for the Vicious so I can draw more cards in case I need to. Activate the Demon Form and just wait. So right here, I could have used Luminous, for Bash because I know he's getting Ethereal next turn, but I wanted to check if I managed to get Cascade in the second turn. Like I kinda took a risk right there. I didn't grab it. It's fine though. So right here, I want to take the guy in the middle first because, like, you wanna. I know it's better for the Ashen Strikes, but you wanna get exhaust on cards, but not like all of them. Like I don't wanna exhaust all of my cards. It can get pretty bad. So right here, I could have used Bludgeon on the guy in the middle, but I know Ashen Strikes are coming, so I just played safe and activate Inferno. Okay, so we managed to grab both Ashen Strikes, and we have Cascade, but I think we just go for the kill in the middle, yeah. We don't have to worry about getting materials. And we can use the Dark Shackles on the first guy, save us on damage, and use Cascade. Right here, I thought the run was over, because I didn't grab any defense cards, and this guy was hitting for 40, so it was pretty much over. But Infernal Blade was my only hope, and it saved me. Like, it's crazy that I grabbed Bludgeon. Like, if I didn't grab like any big damage card, it would probably be over by now. So right here, we don't have the damage to kill, so we just focus on defense. And there's no point in doing damage, we can just kill next turn with Ashen Strikes or something. We got a power potion, which is big. We'll use that for the final boss. Right here, this is the best party I ever been with. Like, this event was probably the best that I could find. Killing heal for the last elite was crazy. Unfortunately, this is not the hand that I wanted to see. I didn't grab any of the 3 engines on my deck. So I just went for do what I can and just wait. So we get a Stampede, that's one. And we get a Cascade, so we just apply Vulnerability and do a big Cascade. That's it. And we managed to get Demon Form on the way, so this is pretty nice. We get rid of the Vulnerability, we don't really need any more of it. Like, we got more coming, so... Right now we go for the par, we go for the drawing. Remember to use your drawing cards before that card. It always happened. And this is why you always take Colossus in your deck. Like, his damage went from 40 to 20, which is actually crazy. Saved me from a lot. GG, we only have 2 more to go. So right, Warwind is good for the queen, but I don't think it goes well with the Cascade. Like, I either use all my energy and Luminous for Cascade or for Warwind, and I think in this deck I rather use it for Cascade. I don't want to mix them. So I think this is probably the hardest one between this and the queen. So right here my options are basically Barricade, Ambitious, but I don't have any defense cards right now, so I just go for Vicious. I thought it might save me from in the future. Like, I might need some cards, so I decided to upgrade so I can draw 2 cards. And right now I activate Demon Form, so I want to stall and have my 3 engines running before we go into the second phase. Like, for this boss, you wanna get to phase 2 and phase 3 with all your engines running. Like, if you get before your engines are running, like, you will find in a pretty bad situation. Like, the thing is, boss number 2 and boss number 3, they scale way harder than this boss. So you wanna stay here as much as you can until like all your setup is running. So right now I activated Stampede. So basically I'm pretty good to go. The only thing remaining is Inferno, but that doesn't make a big difference in this boss. So I think we are good to go. So apply vulnerability, draw some cards. We didn't really need to exhaust that card, but I just did it so Dashing Strikes can get more damage. And this is why you take Colossus, by the way. Look, his damage is 44, he went to 20. It's actually insane how much this card saves you as Ironclad. So right now we just go for the big cascade. And I didn't use Lumines, I still don't know how to pronounce this word correctly. I didn't use it because I'm saving it for the boss for the test subject number 3. Like there was no point on overkilling this guy. So we get to boss number 3. Phase 3. And this is the hardest part. Unfortunately, I grabbed my big damage cards right where he is untouchable. I got my 2 Ashen Strikes when he is untouchable. That's unfortunate, so I just apply vulnerability and move on. This is a pretty unfortunate hand. But we managed to get Cascade. We did some good damage and we saved it. We cannot kill, unfortunately. So we just wait for the next turn. I know I have many damage cards, so I don't really do much right now. And we just kill and move on. Ashen Strike is one of the ones that's got upgraded, so this is good. But we are in a bad situation. First, we don't have any of our engines. We have Inferno, but Inferno doesn't really do much in this fight. And we have a pretty big decision to make. Like, who do we focus? Do we focus the Queen or the Pet? And the reason is that we don't have AoE cards, so we either have to focus one or the other. So what I did right here is to just focus on the Queen, and I will adapt to whatever Cascade does in the future. So right now, the best play is just to activate the first engine, which is Inferno, and do some damage to the Queen, get some defense. We draw some cards. We do not grab our engine number 2 and engine number 3. So this is unfortunate. We just continue the vulnerability on the Queen. And we pass. Finally, we grab Cascade. Unfortunately, it's the same with Stampede, but Cascade is way better value. We have a 10 energy Cascade, which is pretty big. We get Demon Form on the way. It is pretty late in the fight, but it's fine as long as we get it. And we outbreak Stampede in case we redraw it in the next turn. Pretty bad hand right here, so I have an important decision to make. Like, if I use the defense card, I can probably survive the next 2 turns. If I don't use it, I probably won't survive the next attack. So do I go for defense or go full damage on the Queen and try to kill next turn with the Ashen Strikes? It's like a gamble. So I figured I have many defense cards left on the deck, so I just went for the damage. Like there was no way that I didn't grab a defense card in the next turn. So he hits for 25, I have only 20, but I have a lot of defense cards on my deck, so I could have played safe, but I didn't cascade is just the move. So I have defense on. Wait, Inferno actually did some work, so I take that back. Like Inferno was actually pretty good in this fight. We didn't grab enough damage to kill the queen, so we just kill the pet and kill the queen next turn. That's it. We have 2 Ashen Strikes left remaining, so as long as we grab one of them, it's over. And we also have Pommel Strikes, so it's pretty much GG. And we didn't grab any of our Ashen Strikes, of course, but thankfully for us, we have Drawing, so it is what it is, GG's. Anyway, if you think of a challenge that involves the Ascension 10 as Ironclad, please let me know and I will try it. We managed to get 6 badges on this run. I think this is the most badges that I got so far. And thank you for watching. And of course, at the end, this is the seed in case you wanna redo this run on your own. Thank you.